Hello everybody, Thomas here and welcome to SFF180. It is Monday, August the 22nd. Actually, Monday's pretty much almost over. Sorry about that. I know this is getting up a bit late, but how are you guys doing? I want to say congratulations to all of the Hugo winners last weekend. Excellent slew of winners, very deserving. I'm sad that I missed Worldcon. A whole bunch of my buddies went, a whole bunch of my dear BookTube SFF friends went. And, and if I had gone, to be honest, it mainly would have been to hang out with them. But I had to kind of back out at the last minute, and I'm really sad that I missed meeting a lot of them. But there will be other times and future cons where we will meet. Trust me on that one. So, but otherwise, modest mailbag this week. Had like half a dozen packages. So we'll get through them fairly quickly. That's why I'm able to hold them in my lap. There's only 6. It was reasonably a productive week for me, mostly because for the majority of the week, Austin looked like this. And so yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot you can do when the weather's like that, in terms of going out and painting the town. No, it's a really great week to stay inside with the dog, eating and reading and writing reviews and, planning videos and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let us get into this week's books, shall we? Okay, and this one we're going to start off with a white envelope, that usually denotes a Tor title. And that is exactly what we have. This is Spellbreaker. The author is Blake Charlton. This comes out tomorrow from Tor, the 23rd. And this is a new standalone epic fantasy set in the same world as an earlier fantasy duology that he wrote some years back, Spellwright and Spellbound, which I was sent at the time. I have them. I did not manage to work them into the review queue at the time. Shame about that, but maybe I should, because I think that the folks who did read it, that I heard from, thought pretty highly of those. But anyway, let's see. What if a prophecy predicts that you will either murder someone you love or die yourself? This is the problem Leandra Wheel, Warden of Ixos, encounters in Spellbreaker, but she doesn't know who her future victim is, and there are a lot of possibilities. Leandra's quest to unravel the mystery of the murder she will commit becomes more urgent when her chronic disease flares up, and the Ixonian archipelago is plagued by natural disasters, demon-worshipping cults, and fierce political infighting. Well, that just sounds like the U.S. As chaos spreads across Ixos, Leandra and her troubled family must race to uncover the shocking truth about a prophesied demonic invasion, human language, and their own identities if they don't kill each other first. Cool, okay. As well as a standalone epic fantasy, Spellbreaker serves as the long-awaited follow-up to Spellbound, which was listed by Kirkus Reviews among the best SFF of 2011. Fans of the series will find in it answers to the questions raised by the previous books. Okay, about stuff I don't want to give away, I suppose. Blend of a fascinating science-based magical system, complex characters, including 2 driven and ambitious women. All right, then. Well, this comes out tomorrow from Tor Books. If you're a fan of the series already, you should be looking forward to this. And if you haven't sampled them, well, here's a standalone for you. Okay, and this feels like a hardcover from Random Penguin. Ooh, okay, cool. Been seeing a bit of buzz about this. This is a new hardcover from Ace. It's called Ninth City Burning. The author is J. Patrick Black. And, well, let's see. Ace, why? Why no sell sheet? Ace, why? Why do you do this to me? Okay, I'm going to have to read the jacket flap, which is usually fairly difficult. Let's see. We never saw them coming. Entire cities disappeared in the blink of an eye, leaving nothing but dust and rubble. When an alien race came to make Earth theirs, they brought with them a weapon we had no way to fight, a universe-altering force known as Felemity. It seemed nothing could stop it until we discovered we could wield the power too. 500 years later, Earth is locked in a grinding war of attrition. The talented few, capable of bending Felemity to their will, are trained in elite military academies, destined for the front lines. Those who refuse to support the war have been exiled to the wilds of a ruined Earth. But the enemy's tactics are changing, and Earth's defenders are about to realize this centuries-old war has only just begun. As a terrible new onslaught looms, heroes will rise from unlikely quarters and fight back. Okay, that's falling apart there. All right. Ninth City Burning, then, I guess the latest big alien invasion saga to land in science fiction, has now arrived. J. Patrick Black, and I am guessing that this is an early September title from Ace Books. Let me know in the comments. Oh, okie dokie, well that's pretty cool. And this is a little package from HarperCollins. All right, this is Breath of Earth. It's a new book by Beth Cato, who has previously written some steampunk, and this apparently is an alternate history rich in fantasy. It's called, like I said, Breath of Earth, comes out tomorrow in paperback. It's set in 1906 San Francisco, and very much continues Beth Cato's trend of drawing on meticulously researched fact and blending it with inspired magic systems and socially and culturally diverse world building. It's one of these cell sheets where you have to play Where's Waldo with the plot synopsis. In alternate 1906, the United States and Japan are allied as the United Pacific, with one shared goal, world domination beginning with China. Magic is commonplace. Reiki doctors use the supernatural to heal grave injuries. Selkies swim in the San Francisco Bay, and geomancers can harness the energy of the earth to power anything, from a lantern to an entire airship. Ingrid Carmichael is a headstrong secretary in San Francisco, assisting a group of powerful geomancer wardens. Unbeknownst to the men she serves, her power far surpasses any of theirs, and she's the only woman with such skills. When the wardens are brutally assassinated, Ingrid's powers save her and her mentor from a similar fate, but they don't manage to avoid danger or suspicion entirely. With its force of guardian geomancers decimated, San Francisco is on the brink of a cataclysmic earthquake. To make matters worse, political tensions flare as Chinese refugees prepare for their last stand, making the city a veritable powder keg. Ingrid's only recourse is to find out who is responsible for the assassinations in order to clear herself and her mentor of suspicions, but she soon realizes that she is a lucrative prize to capture. All right then, Breath of Earth, a rather violent and politically charged sounding historical fantasy. It looks like it lands tomorrow from Harper Voyager. And another Random Penguin hardcover, feels like. Okay, how very nice. This is a new hardcover from Doll Books by Bradley P. Ballou. It's called Of Sand and Malice Made, and it is a new Shattered Sands novel, it says, although I don't know if it's a sequel to 12 Kings and Sharakai or just a standalone set in that same universe. 12 Kings being a book very much beloved by folks who've read it. As you see, this is smaller and thinner, not quite the epic tome the other book was, but yeah, once again, no cell sheet, so I gotta do this. It says, Sita is the youngest pit fighter in the history of Sharakai. She's made her name in the arena as the fearsome White Wolf. None but her closest friends and allies know her true identity, but this all changes when she crosses the path of Rimayesh and Eric, a sadistic creature forged eons ago by the god of chaos. The Eric are desert dwellers, but for centuries, Rimayesh has lurked in the dark corners of Sharakai, combing the populace for human jewels that might interest her. Some she chooses to stand by her side until she tires of them and discards them. Others she abducts to examine more closely, leaving them ruined, worn-out husks. Let's see, Sita flees the Eric's attention, but that only makes Rimayesh covet her more. Rimayesh grows violent, threatening to unmask Sita as the White Wolf, but the danger grows infinitely worse when she turns her attention to Sita's friends. Oh dear. Okay then. Well, Of Sand and Malice Made looks like a September hardcover from Daw by Bradley Ballou. And moving on to more hardcovers from Random Penguin. Oh, and here's one I'm very, very happy to see. This is a new book by Julie Cherneda. It is the second volume in a series called Reunification, which began with This Gulf of Time and Stars, which I wish that I had gotten around to reading at the time, but I do have it. And so maybe I will, because I really love Julie Cherneda's style of great old school space opera. You know, lots of aliens, lots of cultures. And I've been jonesing for that kind of thing lately, to be honest. You know, it's one of those where you read too many super popular hyped books and you really just want to get back into your, you know, wrap yourself in that nice warm blanket of the kind of books that you have loved for years. And this is that kind of thing for me. But let's see, what can I say about it? Because this is the sequel to something. Maybe I can't say much because I just looked at the first paragraph of that blurb, which assumes you've read the previous book. But this is a new trilogy, looks like, set in her Trade Pact universe. And so yeah, for fans of Julie Cherneda and aliens in SF, well, here's a new one for you, The Gate of Futures Past. Okay, and last one, and it is a big Random Penguin hardcover, so it's just a Random Penguin kind of week. Okay, and this is a book called The Ascension Mysteries, Revealing the Cosmic battle between good and evil. The author is David Wilcock. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. For a minute, I thought that this might be an SF novel, but it appears to be one of those books written by someone who does not realize that he has written an SF novel. Yeah, this is one of those Ancient Aliens kind of things, you guys. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Well, yeah, in the Ascension Mysteries, it says, David Wilcock reveals that the Earth is now on the front lines of a battle over our ascension that has been raging between positive and negative extraterrestrials for hundreds of thousands of years. Wow. Are positive and negative extraterrestrials. Are extraterrestrials like batteries or something? It's a battle that is often hidden behind the already frightening newspaper headlines around the world. Well, yes, of course it is. And it goes on like that. Imagine a life of supernatural godlike powers. Yeah, how about not, okay? But, you know, for those of you who, well, no. I am, no. Sorry, no. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Right, well. Okay, for the most part, a really good week, I would have to say. You guys know the drill. Light up those comments. Let me know which of these looks most interesting and exciting to you, which you would like to see me prioritize for review. And otherwise, if you enjoyed watching, thank you so much. Hit that like button, share the video far and wide with all of your SFF reading friends, and above all, please subscribe, because that is how SFF180 grows as a channel. And until I see all of you awesome folks next time, happy reading.